deafening blast, freezing water floods the red-lit cabin. You think armor protects you until it becomes a sinking iron coffin. Let's rewind. This is Rookie Dave 10 hours earlier. He thought the M113 was just a heavy battle taxi. He was wrong. Enter Sergeant Brick, a veteran's ghost in a modern uniform. He slaps the thin aluminum hull. This box sinks fast, kid. Dave steps into the troop compartment. The heavy ramp grinds shut. The jungle fades, replaced by the choking stench of diesel. A single red bulb flickers on. The M113 isn't a boat. It's an 11-ton brick that barely floats on a prayer. The engine screams, tracks chew through thick mud. The vehicle lurches blindly forward into the deep churning river. Hold your breath if we roll, Brick's voice crackles. The river hits the hull. The entire box pitches violently in the current. The river current is a monster. The 11-ton aluminum box groans, barely keeping its nose above the churning black water. A violent shudder. A submerged rock or enemy artillery, it doesn't matter. The fragile aluminum hull fractures under the waterline. A high-pressure hiss. Freezing, muddy water shoots through a cracked seam, rapidly pooling around Dave's heavy combat boots. Claustrophobia strikes like a physical blow. The water is rising. Dave scrambles upward, his trembling hands reaching for the locked roof hatch. Brick's heavy hand violently yanks him down by his tactical vest. Open that hatch, and the river swallows us instantly. The freezing water reaches their knees. The diesel engine gurgles, choking on the flood. The metal box is losing its buoyancy. Pump! Brick roars. Dave grabs the manual bilge handle. Survival isn't a tactic anymore. It is pure, brutal muscle exhaustion. Dave's arms burn. Every stroke of the manual pump feels like lifting a boulder. But if the rhythm stops, the iron coffin claims them. Then, the worst sound in the mechanized infantry. Silence. The flooded diesel engine chokes and dies. The red bulb flickers out, pitch black. The freezing river rises to their waists. A sharp crack. Brick snaps a green chemical light. It only illuminates their doom. Dave stops pumping. The sensory deprivation shatters his mind. He is blind, freezing, and buried alive under thousands of pounds of aluminum. A heavy splash. Brick's hands violently seize Dave's wrists, slamming them back onto the icy metal handle. You don't stop until we hit bottom. A massive crunch. The M113 slams into a submerged log. The entire vehicle pitches violently backward. A massive wave of muddy water surges inside. The water hits their chests, then their necks. Dave tilts his head back, gasping the last inches of foul air near the steel ceiling. A bone-shattering thud. The 11-ton coffin hits the riverbed. The last pocket of air vanishes. Dave is entirely submerged in the freezing black. The green chem light floats in the murky cabin. Dave thrashes blindly, his lungs burning. Instinct tells him to fight the water. Brick grabs Dave's harness, forcing him to stay still. Physics is cruel. You cannot open a hatch against external river pressure until the cabin fully floods. Pressure equalized. Brick points up. His heavy boots push forcefully against the steel ceiling hatch. The mechanical lock snaps. The cage is open. Dave claws his way through the narrow opening. His wet tactical gear feels like a 50-pound anchor pulling him down. He breaks the surface. Freezing night air violently fills his lungs. Dave coughs up black river water and diesel fuel. Brick surfaces beside him. He doesn't pant. He doesn't celebrate. His scarred face is a stone. Keep moving, kid. The enemy heard us go down. They drag their heavy, soaked bodies onto the muddy bank. The freezing mud feels like a warm blanket compared to the river. Dave looks back. A few bubbles burst on the black surface. 11 tons of American steel, gone without a trace. Brick checks his waterlogged rifle. The armor is gone, kid. Now we are the armor. No rescue is coming. Dave pulls his own weapon. His hands are bruised, his lungs ache, but the fear is gone, replaced by a cold survival instinct. They vanish into the black tree line. The M113 was a metal tomb, but the jungle is a living, breathing hunter. War is not a video game. There are no respawns when the armor sinks. You just keep walking in the dark. War is not a game. Like and subscribe to see Dave's next mission.